the stock market, meaning companies, new highs.
I'm not fucking leaving. The show goes on. Nuts. They're nuts. They know nothing.
An online network called Internet.
Well, it's very hip to be on the internet right now.
Welcome, my degenerates. The rest of your life starts right now on Market Mania. The no bullshit approach to all financial markets, from Bitcoin to NFTs, sometimes political betting, and covering the largest casino in the world, the US stock market. Today on Market Mania, we will not be doing this show on Monday. A hacker sells a 0-day NFT as an NFT. That's fun. BTC miner outflows slow. Binance is under fire from the US government because they have a big bankroll. And AMC and GME are pumping again. Matt Glantz, is this round two?
Just want to compliment Tony on that digital art. I really like that cliffhanger AMC or GME thing. That was pretty cool that we just switched off of. Okay, so stimmy checks are coming out this weekend. It's $1,400 a person. How much they're going to put into stocks, what stocks they're going to put in. We talked a little bit about it yesterday with Gamestop. I'm thinking AMC and Gamestop are probably the two most likely candidates, but leaning towards AMC over the weekend. Still long Gamestop yesterday from our pick of the day at 261, but I'm going to be selling that by the close, and I'm long AMC now from like 1030. I think it's like 1080 now. But I'm going to hold AMC over the weekend because I think it's when the guy gets $1,400 stimmy check and he puts 1,000, or let's say he puts half, 700 into Robinhood, is he going to buy 2 shares of GameStop, or is he going to buy, like 75 shares of AMC? It's not that sexy to buy 2 shares of anything. So, Brett, you're a Robinhood guy.
I'm sure Hathaway would be sexy to buy 2 shares. I think your logic makes sense. People do like the small unit price. I could see I'll buy 1 GameStop and then 20 AMC shares or something like that. I could see people splitting it. I know you can buy fractional shares, but that also, speaking of not sexy, that's not very fun or sexy either. So I like your logic there. I think the question I have is, when are they hitting? Is it all Saturday? Are they going to come out Monday, Tuesday?
The first checks are supposed to arrive this weekend. It's unknown, but probably, in the government, they probably won't really arrive till Monday or Tuesday. But I'm just thinking, like, an average guy wants to buy a stock. He knows the AMC movie theaters are opening up. The stock's only $11, so dollar-wise is it's a cheap stock, and it's a meme stock. So, I'm trying to get ahead of the herd here. It's like social media kind of trading, and I think it's a win to get long AMC for the weekend. And I'm not talking about investing in AMC, guys. Let's get that up. I'm always talking about trading. So this is just a trade, just like owning GameStop from yesterday to today. Same thing, owning AMC from today till Monday or Tuesday. We'll see.
I love that. I love that, kids. And out there, sometimes it is that simple. Sometimes just you're going to give a bunch of donks a $1,400 check. Investing is all the big rage because you're trapped in your pod. It might just be that simple. It just might just be that. So moving along, Binance under fire today, a CFTC probe. And this is over US customers trading their money how they want. Another heavy-handed move by the US government. We haven't done any wrongdoing. A lot of this stuff, if you guys remember the poker stuff from 2006 and 2011, some of this stuff mirrors that time, I think. But obviously, CZ is going to hit back right away. U.S. government says, hey, Binance, you were letting USians trade on your site, and they were getting leverage just like they wanted. And, that's not allowed, fam. And then they're accusing Binance of not doing enough KYC and the other draconian measures that the U.S. requires people to do, to try to fuck with people. And Binance is super collectible here. So, they're one of the biggest exchanges. They did like $40 billion the other day over a 24-hour period. They're collecting hella fees, super, super collectible. So the U.S., just like BitMEX, also very collectible, lots of money. That's going to be the targets as always. Brett Ritchie, gotta hate it, right?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of this. I mean, Binance has their own US arm, which is kind of like the training wheels version of the international exchange, which has all the derivatives and stuff. So I believe the complaint is that Americans were VPNing into the international version and trading. It always annoys me as an American when like the US has one set of rules and then the rest of the world, they have something totally different where no one cares about these draconian measures that the US government really cares about. And it's always because they're not getting their cut, or the lobbyists that are paying them aren't, their businesses are threatened by this other business. So we're just going to pay the government essentially to be like the mafia enforcer for us. You see it in sports betting. You see it in poker. You see it here in crypto. You see it in the traditional markets. You see it all over the place. It's not about what's best for the American. It's about who's getting paid and like who's paying who and who can keep that power. So I'm not a fan of this. Let people trade their money how they want to.
Matt Glantz, do you like it when the government shuts down the shit that you fuck with?
No, I don't think anybody likes that, Mike.
It's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. Yeah, it's bullshit. We saw this, like, you've just been seeing this for years. It's bullshit. And make no mistake, they only go after the places that are collectible. They're not going to take out the BitConnect scam or the OneCoin bullshit. They're not going to actually do the things that really would be helpful to the community. They're just going to go after the people that they could grab a bunch of money from. Absolutely disgusting. So, BTC miners now. These are the people that are out there. They got all the racks and racks and racks of machines and cheap power from Chinese hydroelectric or wherever they're getting it from. And they mine the Bitcoins. They cryptographically secure that network with the $57,000 coin, which is, I guess, popped. I guess it was down to like 55 and change. But anyway, the miners usually sell Bitcoin so that they can keep the place open, keep the lights on, keep that electricity flowing. But it looks like, Brett Ritchie, does this look like they have stopped selling?
I mean, they haven't stopped, but they've slowed down. And so this was surprising to me at first because Bitcoin was 10K not too long ago, and it ran up to 50. And you kind of would think, okay, like now let's take some profits here. That's such a big run so quickly. But as you said before the show, Mike, if you're mining Bitcoin, you're going to almost guaranteed to be a true believer. You're not just like, I'm just going to mine Bitcoin for the hell of it, right? And their profit has probably gone up a lot. When it jumps up to 50K, the electricity cost probably didn't catch up quite as much. So they're sitting in more profit. They don't need to sell as much Bitcoin to sort of like keep the lights on, so they can speculate a little more. So yeah, it's interesting to me that they're holding all this.
It's kind of crazy business, too, if you think about it. You make a pretty big capital investment. You bring in a bunch of the best miners. I don't even know who's making them. I remember Bitmain was making some good ones, and there were some other ones. It was a crazy game to get them there as fast as possible, turn them on as fast as possible. And then they just start to degrade over time because, everyone keeps adding better and better chips and better hashing power. Imagine that game, that grind. You have racks and racks and racks. You keep the electricity on. You get the Bitcoins by mining. You connect that shit to slush pool. And then, like, you got to sell. I mean, you got salaries to pay. You got rent maybe, and definitely electricity. It's just crazy game. And then see how many you can hoard. I agree with you. It's people trying to hoard them up. They think that that's the way to try to get a biggest stash of Bitcoin, mining them up. Not a fun game, by the way. Don't get into it.
I think it's too late for Americans, at least. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tony, the producer. Someone's selling O-Days NFTs.
That's right. This is so interesting. This is the convergence of so many different things. So what happened here is a hacker created a zero-day exploit for a game engine. It was the Unreal or maybe the Quake game engine. And that'll help you cheat on online video games. And it was really more of a hobby hack that he created. He did it just so he could prove the concept that he could create code, which the Supreme Court has already determined is free speech. So this is protected speech that he imprints onto an NFT. Now, even though this protected speech, it's dangerous because now he's got this code exploit out there that anybody can buy, and now there's a market for this code exploit, and now that it's an NFT, it can be traded back and forth. Now remember, this is one of the things leveled at Ross Ulbricht that got him put in jail for so many years. So this is crazy. I can see a whole new world of this. Governments, institutions, private markets creating truly dangerous zero-day exploits, selling them as NFTs, creating a wild market. And remember, it can take up to 2 months for the software targeted to patch or even discover that they've got a problem. So I think we'll have just fallout from this is ineffable. I can't even see where it stops.
This is cute, Tony. It's not. This isn't the real deal. I mean, and like exploits have been sold for the last couple decades in clandestine back corners of the internet and some dark web shit. Selling one in an NFT is adorable. It's not like the new model, I don't think.
Well, I'd be worried about if I'd like buy an NFT and then it's got some secret exploit that somehow unleashes in my wallet and then it gets the keys and now it's like taking my Bitcoin or my ETH, I guess would be more accurate. Good thing I got like $20 worth of ETH currently, but you know, it's still 20.
Well, I don't think the person who buys the NFT is in any danger. I just think that you're going to monetize. You're right. This sort of thing has been happening before, but this is going to put rocket fuel into doing that. And the other interesting thing is OpenSea shut this down. So OpenSea is going to be controlling what ends up on their platform. I mean, that's just going to drive a decentralized exchange where no one has that kind of control over what NFTs end up on there. This thing is out of the bag. There's no controlling it, no regulating it, and the uses for it are just going to get weirder and weirder. So,
you know, I was in a back alley Pepe trading Telegram auction chat the other day, and the girl from the internet that did the gnome nudie set, Ayla, I don't know how to say it. She dropped in there. She's like, "Where can I sell my gnome nudie NFTs? OpenSea won't, has a policy." And I was thinking about that. I was like, "Well, holy shit, there is a line. They it's permissionless. It's not." There are lines that are starting to get drawn around NFTs. And right now you can't have like boobs out and a gnome. Like, I don't know if anybody remembers that or if that's just me from.
No, I saw that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you for that. And that's like, you can't do that now on OpenSea, but I would assume, like Tony was saying, someone's got to be the Silk Road of NFTs, the back alley.
Even the Uniswap for NFTs can handle that. So you just need a DEX or whatever.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that all plays out. Nudie NFTs are one thing, and exploits for code NFTs are there's another layer. This is a brave new world.
It is so many layers: NFTs, cybersecurity, free speech. So it's all there. But let's get to the mailbag and then start our weekend. What do you say?
You keep your sack to yourself this week. We're not doing no damn mailbag, and I'm taking Monday off, Tony. That's how it's going to work. Matho, do what I want. So, and what I want to do right now is I want to just drop in clean as fuck to the pick of the day. It's the Market Mania pick of the day.
Everybody stack. I'm stacking to the top.
Safety glasses on. We are in motion today. Do your own research. This isn't legal advice. This isn't trading advice. This isn't financial advice. But this is the Market Mania pick of the day. So, Matt Glantz, what is yours?
AMC, $10.93. That GME on the screen there, Tony, if you put on AMC, $10.93. Stimmy checks coming out this weekend. I think the number one target for Stimmy people is going to be AMC. So I would get ahead of the herd.
Stimmy checks going to Stimmy chicks this weekend. It's going to be half on Robinhood and half for the drugs that you really love. It's going to be a vast majority of those Stimmy checks. I'm not kidding. Brett Ritchie, what is your pick of the day?
I'm rolling with Disney, DIS. This is another similar to Square, just long-term play. I like their IP. The library they have is just so strong. They churn out hit after hit. They have an army of people lining up to buy whatever they're selling. And I think it's just a strong company that has a lot of safety and some upside.
Love it. Love the pick. Got some Disney in the bag myself. You can't get away from it. I am not going with Fisker. I am going to go with Upwork for my pick of the day. It is already pumped. That's true. But you're still looking at like a 6B cap stock that is essentially just the new marketplace. You can code and you're sitting in Bangladesh. Well, you're going to need to code your way out of poverty there, buddy. And like that has already started to happen, and you don't need to have any skills. So most coders aren't good people persons. They're not going to try to get into the company. So you just go on Upwork and you just say, "Hey man, I got your JSON for you. What you got?" And the better you are, the more you make. And this is the new model right there. Slightly profitable too, Matt. I don't know if we're even allowed to have stocks with earnings in the pick of the day, but
True.
There's one of them right there. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Go to Mindac Gold if you really need to buy gold. You see we had that guy on the show. You can see the kind of guy you're buying gold from beforehand. And that's going to do it for Friday. I think it's March 12th. You get a conf on that. One confirmation, March 12th. And we will not be on Monday, so we'll see you on Tuesday next week. And we're going to end with an obscure and very forgotten song by Risque, and it's called Smell Yo Dick. Hilarious song if you've never heard it. Goes something like this. Why you coming home 5 a.m? Something's going on. Can I smell yo dick? Don't play me like a fool, cause that ain't cool. So what you need to do is let me smell yo dick. Hilarious song. We will see you tomorrow. Like and subscribe right here on YouTube. Follow us at Market Mania Show on TikTok and Twitter. And we will see you tomorrow, next week, if there is a next week on Tuesday. But for now, it is lights out.
I never sleep if I don't have my medicine. I never sleep if I don't have my medicine. I never sleep if I don't have. I never sleep. I never sleep if I don't have my medicine.
Time to right the wrong. So your hands in the air if you like the song. If you're going over there, take it twice as long. Last time ain't talking about Tylenol. Oh, I bet you'd like to know. You can come around the way if you're trying to go. If you want to switch lanes for a pot of gold or a domino, out of control. The usual. Get mad cause I'm looking at your girl. Switch it up. I do it so much louder than everything you've heard. Everybody heard at the word that the world wasn't turning. Act like you're in a jury of how we're turning, where how we're turning. Can't a lie like Mississippi burning. Don't act like you're in a daze. I imagine should've looked the other way. Couldn't clear space on my mind. Was afraid of the time strobe light flicking in the moonlight. I'm in the mood right now. How about tonight?